What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to Monday's episode of the Plus Money Sports Betting Podcast. My name is Q. You can follow me across those socials at Bets by Q. And of course, this podcast is brought to you by Black Sheep Betting, where it is a dog's world. Let's jump right into this, okay? New week, new month. It's Labor Day here in the States. Whatever that means, hopefully you've got a day off. Last week we finished 8-4, up 6.1 units. That's exactly how we want to play it. I did give out Coleman Wong over the weekend as a fun swing for the fences play at plus 900. We won't count it towards our record since it wasn't official, but we were only a few points away from a massive cash. Stay patient. Those big hits are coming. But let's dive into today's card. First up, I'm taking Felix Auger-Aliassime over Andre Rublev. Look, FAA has been playing lights out here in New York. He came through the first week in style, straight set wins over Harris and Sauerland, then a gritty 4-set comeback over Zverev where he showed composure, he showed belief, he showed resiliency. He's 28 on hard courts this year, serving at a higher percentage than he normally does. And when he's dialed in like this, I mean, it's been all over the chats, all over the internet. Like, he dictates play behind his massive forehand. Don't forget that he's been here before, a U.S. Open semifinalist back in 2021. He's hungry to get back to the second week of a slam. So, Rublev, on the other hand, I feel like he's very vulnerable in this spot. He's still a very dangerous ball striker, one of the best in the business. But his first week was very shaky. He dropped sets to Boyer and went 5 with Wong, who pushed him all the way to the end. That doesn't inspire confidence necessarily in a player like Rublev, especially against somebody like Felix, who's playing with pace and with purpose. The head-to-head here, though, it does favor Rublev. He is 8-1 against FAA, but a lot of those matches were very tight. And Felix looks like he's sharper now than he's ever been before, and he certainly looks like the sharper player between the two. Rublev's baseline aggression can backfire on him when he's not striking the ball clean. And Felix has been absorbing pace and flipping rallies beautifully this week. I mean, there were times in the last match that he played where, it just looked like from the moment from his return, he was just right back on offense. It was very impressive. So anyways, I like to play Felix Auger-Aliassime to win plus 115 if you can get it. Plus money, I love it. If you're laying chalk here, I'd probably stay away. This line does look like it's coming down. I do think he's the one that is going to dictate the play today, not Rublev. So FAA to win plus 115, 1 unit, lock it in. Okay, let's head over to baseball because I do like a plus money dog in the MLB. Give me the Texas Rangers on the money line at plus 125 against the Arizona Diamondbacks, okay? Yes, it's Patrick Corbin Day. No, we're not going to fade him. Patrick Corbin is starting. I know historically he has been a fade, but let's just look a little bit closer. Texas has won 5 straight and 8 of their last 9. The bats are alive. I mean, this is more of a play on the bats than it is on the pitching, the starting or capping the starting pitchers. This is a lineup that does stack well. Look, Corey Seager, Adolis Garcia, Marcus Semien, Josh Young, Wyatt Langford, all producing right now. In fact, I think Seager's on a 10 or 11 straight game hit streak against NL West opponents. Semien has homered in 3 of his last 4 games in Arizona. So everything's just kind of aligning up here. Arizona, on the other hand, just came off a very draining series against the Dodgers. And sometimes those emotional, divisional, hard-fought sets, they take a toll on a team. They lost that finale 5-4. Now they turn to Ryan Nelson, who will be on the mound, who has been solid but not dominant. But Nelson's career ERA against Texas is 7.15. And when those bats are hot, that's trouble for him. So I think the Texas bats are going to come out I mean, they're going to come out swinging. On the other side, right, you have Corbin, who's actually been steady against NL West opponents, right? He's won 3 of his last 3 straight starts against that division. The trends do support the dog here. Underdogs have covered the run line in 15 of the last 16 Diamondbacks games. And Arizona has failed to cover the run line in 8 straight as a favorite. So while the books do lean towards Arizona as the safer side, I'm going to punch the Rangers at plus 125 on the money line. I think the bats can get to Ryan Nelson early. I think Texas can open this game up before the 5th inning, and then as they hand the ball off to the bullpen, I think they have the 5th or 6th best bullpen in the MLB right now in terms of ERA. So I think that the bullpen will do a great job at being able to close the door and play with the lead, locking the Rangers on the money line, 1 unit plus 125 against the Diamondbacks. All right, last play of the day. Look, I really didn't even want to do this because I don't know what to expect. The books don't know what to expect. Nobody really knows what to expect, but let's talk some college football because tonight we do have a big one. You're only going to be able to bet this game one time, okay? North Carolina versus TCU, and this isn't just another season opener. This is the hoodie. Bill Belichick, Super Bowl champion, debut back on the sidelines of football. And he's had this one circled since December. Ever since he parted ways with the Patriots, he's been laser focused on proving that he can return to coaching. And you know what kind of mind he has when he gets extended prep. Nobody wants to see Bill Belichick off of a bye, let alone, 8 weeks to prepare for a game. We've seen it in the NFL. Nobody was better with 2 weeks to prepare. Now we've given him 8 months, to build a game plan against a TCU team that is kind of scary. But, I think all the fright should be on TCU. Because if you remember a couple years ago, I believe TCU, I got to fact check myself, but I believe TCU played the opener against Deion Sanders as he made his debut in college football for the Colorado Buffaloes. TCU was a large favorite in that game. They did lose that game in a shootout. But as I digress, I'm not going to be on a side here, okay? I'm going to be on the over 27.5 team total points for North Carolina, okay? Bill Belichick has wasted no time reshaping this roster. He's rebuilt his staff outside of the offensive coordinator, which I think is a bit concerning. But he crushed the transfer portal. He's got a group that looks, far more competitive than what we've seen in the last 4 or 5 years from North Carolina. The big news this week, though, was quarterback. Gio Lopez, the transfer from South Alabama, will get the start tonight against the Horned Frogs. Now, if you don't know anything about Lopez, he's a dual threat quarterback. He had 25 touchdowns last year, and now he gives this Tar Heels offense a whole new dimension. And this is really interesting to me because we know how much Bill Belichick loves a pocket passing quarterback. Has the 73-year-old begin to bend his ways a little bit? I mean, this is college football. He's going to have to sacrifice a lot. This wouldn't surprise me if the Tar Heels come out here and win this game. It will be at Chapel Hill, so, every first down, the crowd's going to be behind it. Every play, it's going to be loud in there. TCU, though, under their current head coach, 12-1, win 3.5 to 5.5 point favorites. It's going to be interesting. But what does that mean for tonight? It means this isn't the same UNC that we've seen and that we've been used to fading. It's a roster that has been built with purpose by Bill Belichick and his staff. It's led by one of the best football minds ever and a quarterback who can hurt you through the air and on the ground. TCU will be tested in ways that they did not prepare for today. But the bottom line here is Bill Belichick has been game planning this moment for 8 months. I think North Carolina comes out swinging. I'm not comfortable picking a side in this one. So I will go with the team total over 27.5. It's plus 100 for the Tar Heels to score at least 28 points. If you want to take the Tar Heels on the money line, I don't think it's a terrible bet, but it is very unpredictable. I mean, the lines are telling you that they don't even know what's going to happen, because I'm surprised TCU, coming off the season that they had last year as a top 5 or top 15 scoring team, didn't open up as a massive favorite. So I think that tells you everything you know about the environment that is expected today, and just the unequivocal respect that the Lions have for a Hall of Fame coach in Bill Belichick. Okay, so 3 plays on the board today, 3 units. Let's start off our Monday strong. We are on Felix Auger-Aliassime to defeat Andre Rublev, plus 115. We are also on the Rangers to defeat the Arizona Diamondbacks, plus 125. And of course, we're on the University of North Carolina to score more than 27.5 points, plus 100. 3 plays, 3 units. I'll be back here tomorrow with more plus money plays from around the sports world. As always, my name is Q from Black Sheep Betting, and I hope each and every one of you hit each and every one of your bets. Peace.